carry
Okay.
again later. Okay, behave yourself. Well, I guess I'll start off since Candace is still walking. Tomorrow night we're not going to have Voices of Reform due to it being Father's Day, but we have one of our vice presidents up from Youngstown, so we thought we'd maybe share a little bit from him today, and maybe about our Columbus meeting, which actually turned out very good. Go ahead, Candace.
Well, I'm trying to get on the page so I can see.
Okay,
if
well,
there's
I'll continue
even
talking.
anybody there.
This is Hank Willard. He's from Youngstown. He's one of our vice presidents. We have two vice presidents. He'll be spending the summer in Columbus to help us out, networking, recruiting, and helping us get the bill passed that we need to have passed in Ohio. I'm going to let, when Candace is ready, I'm going to let her go over some of our upcoming events. But like I said, tomorrow night we're not going to meet due to it being Father's Day. And I don't like to go solo on Voice of Reform. I don't bring too many views in. So,
Okay, you're gonna have to give me a moment.
okay, we got to give Candace a moment.
Sorry.
She said sorry.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties, like
Well, I'm
Hank said.
trying to. When I take the sound off, it keeps pausing it.
Hank, why don't you share a little bit about why you're so interested in this cause, from the Grafton side, and you know what year you were released, and then you made it, so that means other people can make it too.
I went to prison in 1988 on a wrongful conviction.
Gotta talk louder.
I went in there 1988 on a wrongful conviction and spent 12 years in there. I did 7 years for the parole board. They offered me a parole, hypothetically, I'm going to say it that way, because they wanted me to say that I was guilty, even though they, off the record, admitted to me that it was obvious that I was innocent because my alleged victim had already recanted 3 times over that first 7 years in open court, and they pretty much didn't care that I was innocent. They just wanted me to go ahead and say that I was guilty, and that would more or less cover them, or clear the books. That's the mentality of this thing. If they could have documented that I said I was guilty, then they would have just been done with me.
What year were you released?
2002.
And what was your favorite activity while you were locked up?
I played music. That's all
What instrument did you play?
What instrument did not play?
That's true. That's true.
I played all the instruments. I went into a mediocre high school marching band trombone player.
Huh?
And
Can you see all 3 of you?
over the 12
He's
years,
gotta move over.
no,
Move
me
your
neither.
chair.
That's all I did was I played music while I was in there. I went in there a high school marching band trombone
You
player,
gotta move over a little bit more.
and while I was in there, I picked up the sax and the trumpet at the same time. So by the time I did come out of there, I had pretty much mastered all 3 wind instruments. I came home and went to work as a truck driver. That was the only job that really was available to me because of my offense.
You didn't say who was the best keyboard player.
The best keyboard player was...
No, don't even say that.
Okay.
Me, thank you. He keeps leaving my name out. He was going to say Eubanks or somebody.
If I drop your name too many times, then they're going to think there's the fixes in. You know what I'm saying? So...
Right.
But that's what I did while I was in there. I played music, I kept my nose clean. There's programming available in there for different types of things. I wasn't interested in taking any type of programming because I hadn't done anything. I had no prison record or police record, juvenile or adult, prior to going to prison. And it wasn't that I had a defiant attitude, it was just I was not going to subject myself to programming that I did not need. period. So I took it upon myself, and I pretty much I didn't have to rehabilitate myself, because I went in there, law-abiding citizen, with honesty and integrity, and so I didn't have to go in there and work on my character flaws. I was a business owner with my father prior to going in there, and I grew up with my name on the building. So my point is, I reinvented myself pretty much, and I made up my mind that I was going to make the best of a bad situation. I guess the point of this story is, when I did come home, I didn't reoffend, quote unquote. You got to offend before you can qualify to reoffend. I kept my nose clean. I went to work every day. I was subjected to 10 years under the stipulation of a registered sex offender. I had to register everything about me, where I worked at, where I lived at, what kind of car I drove. It was like the parole officer. When I was on parole, I had to report into him, in a scheduled time period. Nobody wanted to hear that I didn't do the case. They didn't want to hear that crap. They just wanted to go ahead and dog me out. I didn't get along with any of my parole officers. I didn't get along with the detective, especially, that I was subjected to check in with at the Mahoney County Sheriff's Department, because him too, he tried to,
Yeah, let's share a little bit about your role today with fair treatment reform, and what you're responsible for, such as committees, along with Gina. He's looking for between 3 and, I don't know if it's 3 and 4 people per committee. What are some of the committees? Do you remember?
I have yet to be explained to me exactly what committees we're going to work on.
You were explained.
Was I explained?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you just caught me coming out of a half sleep here.
Yes, and you'll see his video.
So we have 3 committees. Let the woman.
Yeah, go ahead and reiterate them.
Let the woman do it.
I have no problem with that.
So we have 3 committees that we are putting together. The first committee will be for our conference. We need people to volunteer at our conference. I think we said maybe 5 to 8 people.
I think
we
we're
will
going to need
need-
about 8 because
yeah.
of the positions.
Which we will need a couple people to sit at our table, to sign people in. We're gonna have people put their email addresses down, just like a sign-in sheet, and also to register the people who want to do the expungement workshop. We're gonna have them sign in and take a number. Also, just to hand out our informational material. We will need a couple people to kind of direct traffic, tell them where the workshops are, where the kitchen is, things like that. We also need kitchen help and just cleanup, which there's really not going to be that much cleanup.
Yeah.
So we're looking for a committee for that, as well as people to help kind of send letters out to see if we can get donations for it, to see if we can get people that want to have tables there, just inviting people to come to our conference. So our second committee is going to be our support committee, and what this is going to be is when we actually get the bill numbered and introduced, we need support. We need phone calls, emails, and we need people who are going to come to the hearings. If you want to submit anything to the hearings, there is a form that you do have to fill out. So you will not be able to do it any other way. And what we have decided is we are going to send out mass emails to the people who are going to commit to going to the hearings, because we do need to show support if this bill is going to pass. So we're going to be doing mass emails. So we need people that, if you want to be involved in it, send your email request. Just let us know that you want to be involved in writing the letters, going to the hearings, that type thing. That will be to Fair Treatment Reform members@gmail.com. And right now we're not doing a whole lot with it, just letting you know that we got your email. Once we are ready for you to start writing the letters and emails, then obviously we'll be sending out the mass emails. But right now we're not, because it's pointless to send it anywhere, because it's not really going to go, it's not going to go anywhere. Once it is introduced and you do want to submit something to the hearing, it will actually get scanned in, and I don't remember if they'll see it on the computer screen.
I believe Beverly said it would be on their website or something
Okay.
regarding the bill.
So anything you submit, they'll be able to see that. However, you do have to get a form for it prior, which would be considered like a testimony.
And we'll give you the details at a later date.
Well, that will be done through the mass email.
Right.
So we are looking for people to do that, as well as we are looking for people to help with the emails, to send out the mass emails. And this email will not be for people to tell us what their cases are or their experience or anything like that. This is just for information purposes, for us to be able to communicate with you guys. So this is huge. Without the support, it's crucial. Without the support, we need the support. I don't want to say it won't pass, but they need to see that this bill is being supported. We had a community meeting today, and we have stacks of letters and postcards that will be sent out once the bill is introduced. So our third committee is going to be a fundraising committee. And if you know anything about fundraising or how to put it together or anything like that, please send us an email and let us know that you're interested in it. I think we're just kind of running out of things to do. We've done so much, so we're looking for new ideas, people in different areas of Ohio even, to help us out in the fundraising part of it. So those are the three committees that we're putting together at this time. And like I said, we had a community meeting today. We had a really good turnout. I should have brought it in, but it's in my car. Stacks of our postcards that we had made. We've got stacks of those to get sent out. Letters. People were taking notes. Very interested in helping us, even when it gets to be once this bill's passed and people start getting released, the reentry part of it, people are interested in helping with that, as far as even just, I don't know if I want to say counseling, but just resources for the men and women that are coming out, to help them with the stay out plan, housing, anything that's available to them. We have so many people that are on board and ready to help us, and that has been such a it's overwhelming, the amount of people that want to help.
I think what was unique today, a lot of the ladies were from the church there.
Yeah.
And we needed to get the churches involved.
Yeah, the majority of the people were from the church where we had the meeting at, and they're very interested. And once we tell them these are our personal stories, these are also the experiences that we know are happening, and people are shocked, because they just nobody really understands or knows what's really happening.
Right, it's an eye opener for so many. Why don't we go over some of the upcoming events as well?
Oh, because it's all in my bag.
Well, okay, July 13th, we have a baseball night out. Tickets are $10. You order them through the Columbus Clippers, and make sure you mention fair treatment, reform, and reentry, so we all could sit together. They'll promote our group on the scoreboard that night, and it'll be just a night of fun, which we all deserve.
It's gonna be a meet and greet with us. They have a section reserved for us, so just to be out and kind of having fun, because living this life day in and day out is very hard. It can get stressful. It's just nice to be around other people that are going through the same things that you are, the same struggles that you are, and to just be out and not so business-like, I guess. So we're excited for that.
Now, good things are coming. We're gaining support statewide, and we need more support. If you figure out of 9,000 people that have seen the pro board, if we would just get one person from each inmate, that would really be a big help.
And so then we have a protest. I don't remember the day.
You could look under the fair treatment reform.
Let me go grab my calendar real quick.
She's going to go get her calendar, so myself and Hank will be filling in.
Do you want me to sing a song?
No.
You'll never find the rose.
Yeah, well, he thinks he can sing. He can play instruments real good, but he's better than me at singing.
You can get good at anything you apply yourself to over a 12-year period of time.
I try to sing in our church choir, and they asked me to please leave the church.
All right, sorry, I'm back to save the day.
Okay.
So, our next protest is going to be July 26th, and that will be in Columbus at 11 a.m. at the State House on the corner of State and South High. After that, is our big thing, which is our Voices of Reform Parole Reform Conference. So that will be at 11 o'clock. It's in Whitehall at the
Whitehall United Methodist Church.
yeah, that. And we're gonna have some guest speakers. We're still putting the final touches on it. We're gonna have 2 previous offenders that are gonna be there and talk about their parole experience, what they went through.
Including our MC.
We are going to have, hopefully, we need to still get this written in stone, but the person that's sponsoring our bill, we're hoping that he comes and speaks about it. We are trying to get a judge to come and speak. We will have
A retired judge.
Yeah. A victim is going to come and speak on her journey and experience that she has had with her offender, and she'll be speaking on forgiveness. We are going to have a couple of workshops. One of the workshops is going to be about our bill. Another workshop is going to be about how to advocate for your incarcerated loved one. Another workshop is going to be on wrongful convictions. The public defender's office is coming to do wrongful convictions, as well as juveniles that are incarcerated as we're bound over as adults. And then we will have an expungement workshop, which that one will be all day. And we do encourage everyone to get there at 11 o'clock so you don't miss out on anything. We're also going to have food to serve. So it'll be for a small fee.
Right. That's to help cover for the conference, which is quite expensive.
Yeah, it's so we are really excited this year. Really excited this year for this conference, because we've got a lot of great people coming. We have a lot of different tables that will be there. We've got NAMI coming, and deal with a lot of the mental health. Like I said, we're going to have the expungement table there as well. Public Defender's Office will also be running a table for ex-offenders to register to vote, and they're going to walk you through the whole process and discuss other things as well. We also are going to have re-entry tables. We are going to have some craft tables, things to buy.
A bake sale.
Bake sale.
And if you'd like a bake for our bake sale, please let us know.
So if you're an organization and you would like a table there, let us know, and we can get you the information for it. But this is going to be a huge conference, and we are really we're really excited about it. Obviously we're still working on it because it's not till August 3rd, but we've pretty much got it all done. Oh, and another workshop is anybody can introduce a bill, and it'll be on how to introduce the bill and the process and that type of thing. So that's another thing that we're excited about. Because I knew nothing about introducing a bill until all of this happened.
You never saw School of Rock when you were a kid? I'm just a bill. You never heard that song?
Yeah.
I remember that one.
Conjunction, junction.
What's your function?
Yeah, neither one of them can sing.
And so then August 16th will be our Cleveland protest. That will be at 11 a.m. at the Justice Center. And then after that, we will be having a Fair Treatment Reform and Reentry Appreciation Day, which will be at Indian Mound Park in Columbus. I don't remember what time. I didn't write that down. So
from 9
those
to
dates
3.
will
From 9 to 3.
Okay. Wow, we're having breakfast and lunch.
Yeah, but if we go over it, just move it away from unless if somebody doesn't come, then we just keep using it.
So we there's like a water park, little.
Yeah, we
tiny water
reserved
thing for
a
kids.
shelter there for that day from 9 to 3. And if it goes over, all we're going to do is just move out on the lawn or something.
So we're excited about that. We're trying to put some things together, but we have to get this conference all together first.
We might even have some games there. Who knows?
I'm definitely gonna have a game. It's gonna be throw the pie in James' face.
And I have no problem with it, especially if it's chocolate cream or something. I will not complain. I'll be over there.
Yeah, like the brownies that you had all over your face today.
No, that wasn't me.
And we still are, as you can see, we still every day are getting in our packets of mail that we're trying to get through. I've been going through all of the questionnaires that we sent out to the prison to pick the questionnaires out that we will be taking with us to the hearings as examples, as well as giving them to
The Criminal
the state
Justice
rep.
Committee probably.
Yeah.
Or we'll give it to our sponsor probably.
Yeah. Because there are some of the packets that are in there that we have received that are impressive, very impressive, and they're continuously being flopped.
Yeah, mistreated by and mentally.
Mary
Mistreated.
said, "Hello, everyone. Hey, Hank."
Mary who?
Zamora.
Oh, Mary Zamora. I went to high school with her. She's down in Texas, or
you're-
Arizona. I'm
yeah.
sorry, Arizona.
Yeah. Is it,
And,
you took a horse and buggy to school?
Two of them.
What, was one a short?
One
buggy?
carried my lunch.
Was one a short buggy?
Short one, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He's the same age as me though.
You're gonna do the stand-up comedy for this organization, huh?
But it's on
Oh,
you.
me.
Huh?
Yexus? Maybe she's
I can't see that far, so Candace has to do the reading.
That's why I put my glasses on. I still can't see. It's hard when you can't see with your glasses on. So if anybody has any questions, we don't have a whole lot of people on here, but
But that's okay.
so we will not be having the Voices of Reform tomorrow evening. We will be back next Sunday, where we will take some prisoner phone calls and have them talk, and we'll talk about where the bill is at this time, and also have some of the prisoners call in, and they can talk about their hearing and parole experience and what's been going on.
And we're hoping to have a copy of the bill by then to go over. But remember, we're at their time frame, and we
Right.
want it done right. So they, if we get it done right, it could take some time, but I'd rather have it done right so we can pass it.
Yeah, because it'll affect a lot of people. So
Right.
we're gonna approach this properly, no matter what it takes.
Mhm.
So
And we want to make sure we want to go through it. We want to take it. We're taking it to the public defender's office. They're going to go through it so they can we can get a set of legal eyes on there, just to
make sure the wording's correct and everything.
Right.
So we're thankful for that.
Amen.
And even in the House and the Senate, I got called this week by a state rep that wants to co-sponsor it, and he said he supports it 100%. So, that's exciting when you hear from other people.
The support's growing due to awareness. A lot of people are oblivious to what's actually going on in the prison system here, unless you have someone in there directly or friends of to make you aware of the realities of this runaway train.
Now, you weren't paroled out, right?
Yes, I was.
Oh, you were
Mhm.
paroled. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, and the only reason I got a parole was because my trial judge wrote an unsolicited letter to the parole board. I wasn't even aware of it until I sat down in front of them, and the first thing that they conveyed to me was I aware that my trial judge had written them a letter, and I said no, and then I was panic stricken instantaneously, not knowing what, you get a letter from the judge that I didn't ask to send. That can only mean one thing, that, hang him high or bury him under the prison, one of the two. But this guy actually wrote them a letter and told the parole board that if they were to continue to give me more time because I would not admit to guilt, that as far as he was concerned, that wasn't right, and that I had done enough time. He was satisfied with the time that I had done. I guess so, because he knew I was innocent from the beginning. But that's another aspect of my story. But I was paroled, and like I said, I know in my heart the only reason I got out at 12 was because the judge wrote them a letter directly. So had he not written that letter, I fully expected them to give me another 3 just to keep me going, and they kept telling me, tell us you did this and we'll let you go, and I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to do it. I would have done the whole 25 before I said I was guilty, and that's pretty much before I went up to 12 years, I had already accepted that in my mind that I was going to do the whole 25 because I was never going to give in to them and say that I did that. So,
Hey, Shannon.
Let's give our contact information to your email. You can leave as well.
So our contact. Boy, that
did you trip
fire
over,
me.
Did you trip over your tongue?
No,
So our contact
making nothing.
information. I can't be fired.
No, you're not going to be that easy to get rid of.
You can be demoted to coffee and cookie girl.
No, she cannot. Are you going to do what she does?
Do you know? Do you know where this organization would be? But if
I do
was-
like the idea
if I
about
left out
coffee girl,
every-
though.
Probably still on the kitchen table.
Don't even do it. I knew this was gonna happen.
What's she doing now? Oh. That's a Cabana Boy bell.
Guess where that bell?
My wife
guess where
threw
that
that at
bell?
me.
Guess where that bell's gonna go?
I don't know if it'll fit.
So, our contact information, all of our contact information for all board members except for
Except for who?
You.
He's got one.
Where?
I did it for him.
Yes, I have an email or
It's
Gmail.
the same. It's fairtreatmentreform.hank@gmail.com.
Did y'all tell me this?
I put it in
No,
the
we
chat.
didn't. We didn't.
Oh.
Yeah, we
I
didn't.
thought you seen it because it's the same password as all yours.
So, anyways, I will put Hank's information on our website here shortly, and all of our contact information is on there. Our website is www.fairtreatmentreformandreentry.org. You can get lots of information. I will be updating it. Hopefully by the end of tomorrow.
And if you would like to make a financial donation, you could do it through our website.
There is a donation
Right.
tab on there, and it goes straight to our it goes straight to our PayPal. We do not see any financial nothing that has to do. We just get a notification that somebody's donated, so we don't get your credit card numbers. We don't know even
We know
how
who
paid.
you know you
we just know
donated.
you donated.
Right.
That's all we know. And then it gets put into our PayPal account. So we are looking for a lady to be a liaison for the women's prison. And basically that would be, you would answer letters or...
Hank, hand that bucket underneath my desk with the tools, and I want to bring out some of the certificates while we got available.
So we're looking for that, for a lady to be a liaison with the women's prison.
These are sold. Might as well throw some of these.
If you want.
We have, yeah, I don't have my glasses on. 4 tickets for the Ohio University football game. We're asking
Yeah,
for
ladies
$30 for those tickets. They're quite expensive, but it's an Ohio University in Athens, Ohio. If you're interested in any of these items, you could do it through our website, www.fairtreatmentreformandreentry.org. But inbox us first to make sure we still have these. 4 Columbus Zoo tickets. Right here, we're asking $30 for them. There's 4 of them. So that's, something good to take the family on. Then for your hockey fans, the Cleveland Monsters, 2 Loge tickets. We're asking $20 for that. And Snow Trails. It's a $260 value. We're asking $80 for it. It's for 2 days, in Mansfield. Then the African Safari, $180 value. We're asking $50 for it.
And that's 8 passes. 8 passes are in there.
Yes. So,
And these are sold, weren't they?
yeah, that and the Reds tickets. But if you're interested in any of those, we also have a bucket of tools donated from Lowe's, $108 value. We're asking $50 for it. We have a
And
bucket.
it's a
Yeah.
huge bucket.
Right. Pick up some of the stuff that's in there, Hank. You can put the bucket on up here for a minute.
Oh.
And we got
We got
oh,
this,
that's nice.
a saw, a hammer, a utility bag that you put around your waist, screwdriver set,
More gifts.
gloves.
Pruning gloves.
What is this here? I can't see.
That looks like a level. A stud finder.
A stud finder and a tape measure,
Utility knife.
a utility knife. So it's a good little thing there. That's
Oh, that's
Michael's.
ice cream.
Yeah.
Where's the Moo
Huh?
Moo?
Right there. We have the Moo Moo car wash bucket. It's got a $50 card in there, and it's got hey, grab that Moo Moo thing up there without knocking my phone off, please.
What is a moo moo?
It's a car wash.
Yeah,
This?
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Put these two over there. But
It's got a $50 gift card in
Right.
it.
it's got a $50 gift card for the Moo Moo. That's right there. It's got a bunch of neat stuff inside that if you want to wash it yourself, you can.
So, level-headed.
Not quite.
It's got cleaning sponges, car fresheners. Is this a membership? Unlimited club membership. Towel, Big Boss towels, chamois thing, glass wipes, protective wipes. What are these? Oh, bug and tar remover.
Real and tire cleaner.
So this is a really nice
Right.
bucket.
We're asking $40 for that. It's good value because the card itself's worth $50.
Yeah.
So, we also have Michael's Ice Cream in Cleveland, a $10 card. We're asking $5 for it.
Mitchell's.
Mitchell's, I mean, no, oh yeah, I thought I call it Michael.
I think it's Mitchell's. It's right here.
Yeah,
Mitchell's.
want to send it
Yeah.
to Bobby? Okay, after she pays.
Mhm.
But if you want any of these certificates or any of these items, put that back in the book. Please inbox us, and you can pay through it again through our website at www.fairtreatmentreform and reentry. The car wash place is in Columbus. I don't know if they have ones in other parts of the state of Ohio or other parts in the country. You probably could Google it and find out. But it's a nice little bucket. If I had a car, I would probably want one.
That is for $40. That's a great deal.
Yeah. I mean, I could go get my scooter washed there.
When you get a scooter,
I have a scooter
you do.
in the
It's
back,
right there.
in the living room.
It's got training wheels on it, right? No?
Nope.
So does anybody have any questions? Cause I need to get home.
I want to say real quick, Mary Zamora, I'm sorry, is from Texas. She's a high school friend of mine. She's very supportive. And her husband looks like Sam Elliott.
Is he in Ohio?
Texas.
Okay.
I said Arizona. I meant to say Texas.
Well, my sister lives.
All my exes live in Texas.
Yeah.
Okay. That's for you, Mary.
They say my Texas career is that's serious.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay. We forgot James's filter before we put record button on.
he's
didn't
not
we?
filtered.
He's not filtered?
apparently.
No filter? Well, I don't know how to sugarcoat anything either in my
No.
cartoons, so.
Right, and if you look at all the cartoons, that's Hank that designs the cartoons.
Keep it real. Hashtag keep it real.
Is this illegal?
Huh? What?
Is this illegal what I just did?
What do you do? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So we'll be back next Sunday at 6:30 p.m. on Voices of Reform. So join us that night. We'll have some inmates calling in, and it'll be an update on our bill. Hopefully we'll have a copy of it by then, and we'll be reviewing it. Then it'll go back to the State House and receive a House bill number. Then it's on. And the work really begins. Hey, turn up the other phone up there, can you? Just push the red button.
Stop it.
Yeah. But we'll be back next week.
thank you everyone.